Okay guys, welcome back again. In this video, I want to give you the how-to of basically how you're going to come up with your actual product name, which is then going to be your domain name, which you're then going to try and rank for. So what we want to do is, once you've found your niche, let's say for example, you found a product which is, let's say, on Craigslist, you then want to actually come up with a unique, and the keyword is unique, product name that no one else is using. Now the best way to do that is to come up with something really random. But what you want to do is you want to come up with a name which is interesting as well, because this name is going to attract attention when you actually go to start commenting and actually driving traffic to your site, which I'll go in detail later on. So let's say for example the product is Craigslist. We may want Craigslist in the actual title. You don't have to, but something related to Craigslist is fine if you want. But let's look at this random product. I'm just in JVZoo, just scanning through the marketplace. Now I can see that there's a product called Advanced Turbo Video Genie. And what I want to do is basically just get some ideas about the sort of names that grab your attention, that can be used to make your product sound amazing. So if we just use this as an example, if we're doing a product about Craigslist, maybe I'd call it something like Craigslist Genie or something like that. It could be anything. I mean, Craigslist domination. Look through all the popular products that have been pushed at you over the years or in the months or however long you've been doing internet marketing, and you'll know that some of the titles are really bold and really intriguing, and you can just use them as inspiration. Don't copy them, but use them as inspiration for the name of your product. So let's say for example we're going to go with Craigslist Genie, then that might be something that we're going to use. So that's going to be part of your name. Now I wouldn't advise that you just use that, because what we want to try and do is come up with a domain name which is about 4 words long, because we want to come up with something which is unique but also very, very easy to rank for. If it's 2 words like Craigslist Genie, then you might have other related products which might come into the search results, which might cause you issues to rank for. But we want something that is really, really easy to rank for, that is going to be a doddle for you to get backlinks and just rank within about 3 to 5 days. So if we just assume that we're going to go with Craigslist Genie, we then want to think about a name which we can put at the beginning of it to sort of totally brand it. Now this is where the clever bit comes in, because we're going to come with something which is like maybe totally unheard of, and no one else is going to be using that. So what you can do is you can just look at popular websites. Let's say for example you just went to, like, I don't know, BBC News in the UK. That's quite a big website here. I mean, you can go anywhere, yeah. Now what you want to do is you literally just want to scout around. This is exactly how I do it. I know it seems a bit bizarre, but what you're doing is you're scouting around, maybe even just like someone's name, a really bizarre name. Let's look, for example, it could be anything. So let's look at news, yeah. And then we just scan through to see what may come up, yeah? Now I'm doing this live, straight off the cuff. This is unplanned, so I'm literally just going to choose something here, the same as I would do on a normal day. So let's just have a quick look through here, and then let me see if we can pick something out. Okay. I'm not seeing anything that's jumping out at me here, but another good thing to do is, what you can do is look at, let's see, US politics or world politics. That's a good idea. Yeah, and let's just look for a random site that we can come up with. The Economist. Okay, so now we've got a political blog with loads of articles, and what we're looking for is maybe an unusual name or something that we can use. Right. something like Banyan. That's ideal, yeah? So let's say we've got something like Banyan. Now what I would do is I'd go with that, but maybe I'd put a slight variation on it. So what I'd do is I'd go to Google. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to put we're going to start typing our product into Google just to analyse if there may be any issues with it. So now Banyan at the minute might be a very well-known political figure, so we don't want to use that exact name, and also we don't want to cause any potential issues with copyrighted names or anything like that. So let's just go with let's make a variation. So let's call it Banyan. Let's just put an F in there. We call it Banfan List Genie. I'm not even going to go with Craigslist in there, because then, you know, we could run into issues with Craigslist copyright issues. I don't even know if Craigslist is copyrighted or not, but let's just necessarily forget putting Craigslist directly in there. Let's just go with something like Banfan Amazing List Genie. There you go. Yeah. Now I know this sounds absolutely crazy, but this is very likely to be unique. So if we bang that into Google now, you can see that no one else is using this at the minute. Yeah, no one's using it. And you know, it's very, very unlikely you're ever going to think of something random that is. If you do come up with something which is going to cause you any issues, then just move on to the next one and just use this technique to come up with a different name. What you understand is this is just like a totally brand new brand that you're creating from scratch that no one else in the world is using. Yeah, so let's just go with that. Banfan Amazing List Genie. Now all we're going to do now that we've got the domain, the name of the product, is all we're going to do is go to something like, you know, Namecheap or GoDaddy, whatever you want to use, and register this domain name and then set it up. Now I'm going to go through the actual name setup a little bit later. I'm actually going to go ahead and register this domain just to show you that I'm in business, and I'm going to go and set it up, and I'm going to walk you through the setup process of your website just to show you exactly as you would do it. So I'll see you in the next video.